we've already had one day of championship action. If it's taught us anything, it's that you cannot take your eyes off this league, because you may miss something incredible. And that's exactly what we're hoping to see here at Dillingham Park as Ampthill host Doncaster Knights. Ampthill, their first game in nearly a year here at their home. And of course the Knights are hoping to raid the castle that is Dillingham Park. It was quite a fortress for Ampthill last season, and we'll look to see what happens in this first game. So there's one change to the pack from the Bedford friendly. Sam Hudson is in at number 8 with Alex Humphrey back at blindside. Grimmelby starts at number 10, and there's the debut in the centre for Scarlet Lonely Joe Roberts, and the fullback from Gloucester Tom Hudson. Devontae Onajappi is on the bench, and Josh Hallett, look out for him, he'll be on the substitutes later on. But a few changes from the head coach Paul Turner for this debut. And the visitors Doncaster Knight, that's first name Robin Hislop, he leads the side after a 6-week spell with Saracens. There's only 66 Doncaster caps in this starting 15, the first one for Steve Bowden. There's 10 championship debuts, and they've got Gareth Durnman, Will Britton, Matt Smith and Josh Kelly in the pack. Watch out for that number 11, Jack Spittle. So the try the season in the championship last year, and he could be on fire today. There's our substitutes for you. Devontae Onajappi wearing number 20. He started last week, but he's back in. Josh Hallett, the number 23, one to watch, a loanee from Saracens for Ampthill. And you've got Conrad Kay, Joe Jones, Jerry Sexton, the brother of Johnny Sexton, in there. They're wearing number 20. And we've got more than 200 plus appearance man, Matt Challinor. Evans underneath, another 2 for Doncaster. Sutherland in the way. Evans, of course, scored in the fixture last season here for Doncaster. Quick hands, takes it to Volpe.
Off your feet!
It's Denham clattering in. Always a wrangle of bodies on Ampthill's 22. Hislop, Kelly. Hands in, and it will be a penalty.
It was
Go against Flynn.
Never back in the gate.
Olver eyeing it up. And straight through. And he puts the visitors ahead after 7 minutes of play here at Dillingham Park. A reward for that early pressure. Mitchell to Olver. Quick hands to find Nui. And to look, they go to release quickly. A penalty brought down.
Straight to the floor.
Another penalty by Ampthill.
Hands straight to
Doncaster
the floor. Just
starting to move out of that first gear, keeping Ampthill pressed on their own try line.
Ampthill are up good. It was a good defence. They were up fast. It was a good tackle there. You see the player there. His hands just went past the ball. His hands have to go on the ball directly. You have to be able to hold your own body weight.
And as we say that, the points confirmed. Doncaster edged themselves further ahead.
Not in the way.
Ampthill just need to be patient here. We need to keep the ball now. Just be patient. No panic.
Britton trying to haul Flynn away. He still moves forwards. Scrum cap's been lost. Got an advantage coming for an offside. Latui. And it goes over. Ampthill have their reward. And it's that man, their star man, Joe Burkiss, jumping over the line. Patience is truly a virtue, and it rewards them with the first try of the game and an opportunity to go ahead.
That was great play by Ampthill. Very composed. It was hard work. I mean, Doncaster were working really hard, and so were Ampthill. They kept going and going. They tried it, keeping it in tight, put it wide, and then went again. It was lovely to see. And Joe that scored, he knows where the try line is.
It's wonderful work from Latui to slip away from the tackle, and quick thinking, quick reflexes. There's no stopping Joe Burkiss in those positions.
No, Joe loves to score tries. He was leading try scorer, wasn't he? He's been here a few seasons now. Ampthill, we love Joe Burkiss in Ampthill.
And Louis Grimolby has Ampthill ahead. Half an hour in. Ampthill 7, Doncaster 6. Ampthill strike. Roberts going long. Volpe picking it up from Smith's big hand. Britton.
Roll out.
Here he is. Oliver looking for the hat-trick of penalties. Further out. But it won't stop him from finding the posts. Doncaster edging back in front, their foot's just in front of Ampthill again. It's a matter of the smallest margins at Dillingham Park.
No, knock on only.
There's a wait.
No.
There's Latui and Burkiss. It might be a high tackle there. until he goes himself.
Okay, advantage over.
I can't believe he's 42 years old, it's astonishing. Dave Ward, quick hands, Hudson has to be stopped there by Evans.
Okay, thank you.
Marsh going outside, going for the kick over the top. He's calling on Humphrey to chase it, and he batters it out of the hands, and that could be a try.
Time off.
Oh, you're going to call time off it? The referee is just to have a little assessment. So it was Humphrey that knocked the ball out of Evans' hands. And I think it was Joe Roberts on his debut. We're going to see what the referees say.
See what I've seen. I think he's caught the ball. I've not seen anything wrong with that tackle. It's come loose, not off a red player. Red player then's picked the ball up and scored. Try. Thank you. Try. Time
He's
off.
given it. Ampthill striking first and getting
after the kick, yeah?
the turn of the ball, the flip of the coin, and they are ahead.
That was a great passage of play there by Ampthill. Firstly from the line out, very clever in the line out, between Dave Ward and Joe Burkis. And a great little clever kick by Matt Marsh over the top. He's doing things differently. Rugby needs to keep changing. We're looking to do things differently, and we saw it just in that passage of play.
Creativity can be the greatest profit, and that's what it was for Joe Roberts on his debut. On his loan from Scarlets, there'll be many happy, smiling faces on the border in the west. To Grimmelby. Sharks go behind him.
It's a good
Picked up by
contest in
Spittle.
the
He's
air.
swum away from the tackle of Brown. He's got the line down as his back, and Grimmelby trying to catch him up. Spittle coming inside. He's got support. A lovely offload to the substitute. Charlie Foley going for the line. Just short, but it's picked up. And it's a knock-on. Massive, massive moment there. Doncaster within millimetres of going opportunities to draw level.
Scrum.
But Ampthill stopping it in its tracks at the very last moment. Talk about on the edge of your seats there, Dan.
It was a great take. Great take.
Yeah,
Good
I know.
competition.
That's why you got
Great
the free
take.
kick.
He's strong enough to get out of the tackle. And this offload was something else as well. It's great to see him for rugby.
It spills out of his hand.
Yours.
Doncaster should have scored there, shouldn't they?
One of those big moments you reflect on. It's Oliver.
It's a good
Best.
tackle.
So he's going to think there's an advantage coming for that high tackle. Big calls from the bench for it. And it will be the penalty. And we're going to stop as he's still on the ground. And it is a sin bin. Well, I thought Jared Said had gone off before. He's definitely going off for 10 minutes now, but I think that's the right call there.
Yeah, no, it was high. It was the angle the runner came in. The runner came at a great angle. And it's hard if they're running back into you to try and get that body position. Need a bit of a seatbelt tackle there on him.
Oliver with the kick. And Oliver with the points to draw the visitors level. Could the tide be turning in the Knights' favour?
1 and 2. No, you need your player on the other side out first.
On a Jaffe. Quick hands to Brown. Outside offside. Comes to Humphrey. He's got to find the gap. And he's going to score the third try for Ampthill. The team that are down to 14 men. Working hard and finding the gap.
That's a big try in the game, that is. You're down to 14 men. You don't expect to score, do you? But it's the first time they got that maul moving forward, and I think that made a big difference. Doncaster have been stopping that maul, and as you say, they were getting it going forward. We sit at the back there. Great play, great offload here.
Humphrey powering through, and he's burst through the gap in the Knights' armour.
He's been a great addition to the team, he has. He's very, look at him go, he's athletic, he brings a lot to the game, and he likes scoring tries as well.
The crusading pack of Doncaster Knights moving forwards, getting an advantage. They move it out, and there will be another penalty. So I think they'll get the card out again.
10 minutes.
6.
Number 6, right? Alex Humphrey, the try scorer, who tried to deny the opposition scoring a try, faces 10 minutes in the sin bin until back down to 14 men. And with 12 minutes to go, this is just, the pressure is just absolutely doubled.
Yeah, that doesn't help one bit, does it really? Yeah, we're desperate there, Ampthill. We're trying to stop the push, stop them moving the ball away from the scrum. Got a bit desperate, and he just pushed his hand out there, and it was a deliberate knock-on. Doncaster's confidence is
They've just smashed into that scrum, and they'll drive it forwards. They're getting that forward momentum, edging round this Ampthill pack. And there goes the movement. And they get another penalty, and they're going to stop again. What's the referee going to do this time?
Loose head.
It's a great scrum in there, the battle between the two scrums.
No. Loose head. Go. Repeat infringements. Out and round.
Another sin bin. It's Alex Pleasance this time. I think the referee is just starting to lose patience with the home side at this set piece. And now Ampthill down to 13 men. If it wasn't an uphill battle before, it's an Everestian climb now to stay in front, perhaps. Another big drive from the Doncaster Knights, but on a Jaffe picking it out. A huge hit on Olver, just sending him tumbling to the ground. Law, it comes behind Beaton. And back for the scrum it was. Knock on Beaton. Ampthill tried to move quickly, but they've put the pressure back on themselves again. What about this for a hit? We'll see it on a Jaffe here. He's got one thing on his mind, and it's the fly half.
Yeah, number 8. You're always going to look for the fly half.
Another advantage coming. Ampthill being really put on the back foot. Best goes all the way out to Evans, but meeting him is Grimmelby. But Winger gets round him, and he's over the line. Doncaster have been knocking on the door and trying to beat it down, and they've found their way through.
Yeah, and because there's a massive space over because of the wingers. Because Spencer Sutherland's off the pitch, there's a massive space here. 1-on-1, and he's in. It's just a build-up of pressure there by Doncaster, wasn't it? They build it up, scrummaging really well. They hit a couple of good line-outs, getting the ball moving forward, and they're looking for that space out on the wing where they've got that extra player.
All eyes on Olver. His line is good. And Doncaster find themselves ahead with 4 minutes to go. Ampthill, for all their spirits, were not able to help the Knights. They broke into the castle a couple of times, but they could not make Dillingham Park the fortress they wanted it to be. And at full time, with last minute drama, Ampthill 17, Doncaster Knights 19.